Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Dies Irae Interview with Kaziklu Bey. Let's continue. Last time we learned that Claudia doesn't have much to live, it seems. So yeah, Bey wants to make her actually wants to keep living, and so he can end her basically. So we'll see how this all goes, and we're going into some interesting part, it seems, because Bey mentioned that the dreams started. So let's see what the dreams are all about. Angel in the Rosenkranz. In moments shorter than the blink of an eye, in a slumber deep under the oceans, I saw a dream. Oh, that's the foreknowledge thing. From the, like, from here. Right? Yeah. There was neither peace nor bliss. Even the feeling of discomfort it would potentially have given me had died and a decade, eons ago. After all, I already knew everything. I had repeated this moment for what might have been an eternity, and I knew it would continue forevermore. I was already tired of it, and the present moment, devoid of anything fresh, tired me even further. Why Bey have foreknowledge dream? Huh? To me, all the creation was akin to the flow of Mercury. Also, it seems to have some audio, but it's very slow. I think it's just sound effect. Yeah. Let's just put it like that. Sure, why not? Or maybe it is this one. Oh, this is system. Oh, in-game sound effects. Okay. Yeah, let's make it like that. We can hear it actually. I think it's too loud now. Wait, okay. Sorry about that. There's like this subtle thing going on. I just wanted you to hear, and I'm just confusing myself. Okay, let's just do this. Why does he have this dream? It occurred in a single place, being the same form without the end or the purpose inside. Hoping to find a shift in focus, I had attempted all that could come to mind. I never managed to change anything, even unchanging and ever present. The foreknowledge continued to riddle my struggle. It feels like he's dreaming about Mercurius, he became Mercurius in his dreams. That's so weird. What is this? As unknown phenomenon, a new development, all of existence seems devoid of anything I had yet to experience. Never mind, it's just like first time experiencing foreknowledge for Bey? Or something? Ravaged by the profound sense of resignation, despair and madness, my ever-repeating, coagulated universe was closed away from all else. I yearned for someone to destroy it, but no one below me was capable of stopping the emanation of my phone. This is Mercurius! What? I'm so confused. This law, waved from Mercury, was a viper like the undying. Thrown in all the verticals, it was utterly unmatched, leaving it without an enemy to name. Thus I wished to discover a match for myself, an equal worthy of lording over creation as I did. I wanted them to end me, to bring me salvation in the form of the unknown. Earnest and eager, I madly hoped for someone like that to step forward. I could not let myself die until that wish of mine became reality. Passing cycle after cycle, I wandered my world while dreaming of my desired conclusion. That was my lowly day-to-day life. I had yet to find a single sign of salvation, yet I was still unable to end my struggle. Trying and testing all I could perceive, I continued accumulating nothing but foreknowledge. One day, I was visited by a guest. He arrived like the shade and presented me without a question. Wait, so that was Reinhardt? Like, it sounded like Mercurius, but it seems like it was Reinhardt, and then Mercurius came. I'm so confused. Jesus!
それが御身の要件か。私に答えを求めていると。
That hyped up music suddenly.
そう。しかし期待はしていない。
So it was Reinhardt's dream.
答えられん。
Wait, no, that's not Reinhardt. Wait, whose voice is that? Wait.
これは単に私の日常なのだ、魔術師。目覚め、食事をし、排泄し、眠り、また繰り返す。
Wait, is that Ludwig?
に過ぎない。
Wait, that was Ludwig voice? Wait, he knows Mercurius? So Mercurius know what they hunting? Okay.
ほう、整理ではなく。
Did Mercurius give him like powers to fight LDO or something?
しかり、自然だ。先の例えは単なる慣用句としての意味しか持たない。実のところ。
Also, that dream was
私は食事
Ludwig's then, right?
睡眠さえも必要としないのだから。近く感じる概念を知り、真似事を試みたことも過去にある。例えば血を吸い、下等生物を吐き、土に眠るナハツェーラー、早すぎた埋葬。
He's talking about vampires.
屍というような。
Okay. Also, I said Reinhardt because I thought like maybe it's some kind of like backstory and Reinhardt is there.
それらしく振る舞うことはできるものの、総じて空虚な経験だった。かぶりたいと思う皮ではないし、事実かぶれん。私は私のまとうべき衣を知らない。
だから答えを求めているのか。お気持ち重々察しよう。さぞかし苦しくあったろうな。期待はしていないと言われたが、いやいや、それは違うだろう。世に名だたる鉄人、剣人、芸術の大家もいれば、軍事の天才や政治
That came out of nowhere.
ものさえいる。果ては魔術師などといううろんな山師の類まで。
But we knew that he's like anomaly, right? Like he somehow could like basically sneak up to Bey. I just didn't thought like Mercurius been involved in this. But on the other hand, if you think about this, Mercurius is basically the source of every single like evocate that is like present in this era, so that would make sense that he gave like Ludwig some powers. I just didn't register it because so far he's been only like, you know, accompanying the LDO members basically. He never gave like evocate to like some outsider. Okay, that's like Bren, but it's basically his extension.
我こそ地の巨星なりと世に歌い、また歌われた者たちへ御身は問い続けてきたのだろう。それが救いを求める巡礼の旅でなく、何だというのか。ああ、その遍歴は知っていると思う。御身の記録は確実なところで1000年もの昔。
Oh, okay. He's old. So he can use magic basically, just like Rusauka did back in the day. So he can like extend his own life basically, but not as much as the evocate users, I think.
東大一の知者とされる者を訪れ、問いかけていく永遠の放浪者。彼は答えられぬ者に死を与え、また終わらぬ方向を続けるという。そして今、私の前にやってきたのか。
Okay.
なんと奇遇なこともある。告白すれば実は私もアハスベールの旅。
I have no idea what that means. A Hasper-like wanderer. Can you let me know in the comments?
どちらが元かは不明だがね。御身の伝説に私が乗ったのかもしれないし、逆かもしれない。 いくらか混在しているのは確かだろう。
それでだからどうしたという。お前の言葉が真実だとして何も状況は変わらない。お前は結局答えられず、私は
Good luck with that.
そして再びさまよい歩く。問いかけ問いかけ問いかけ続け、得られず得られず殺し続ける。もはやああそうかとも思わない。そうした毛色の現象なのだと。
だがそれを何と呼ぶのかわからぬと。ならばこちらからも一つ聞こうか。なぜに御身は死を与える？問うことと死なせること、並べて一つにせねばならぬことが見えない。原初の記憶は失望か？御身は自身が死ねぬから死を持つ者たちが妬ましいのか？
違うな。ただそうせねばならぬと思った。
Okay. Kinda madman.
これは死すべき事象であると確信しただけ。よって私も例外ではない。お前は私を不死者のごとく評したが、的外れだと言っておこう。彼らと同じ鉄を踏めば、この身も等しく滅ぶのみ。魔術師よ、地を持つ者よ。万象は水銀の流動に過ぎず、
Okay.
地であるとお前は言った。
So that wasn't really on my video, was it, Jim? But he was talking about it.
であればその証を見せるがいい。お前が方向の果てに私の求める答えを得ているのなら、すでに知っているというなら、と私は一体何なのだ。
Okay.
それは至極簡単なこと。
We were alike, so I understood him. This entity and I were very close in nature. What? I finally recalled that being like him used to exist at some point, and suppose that this was my responsibility to take. Okay.
自然と自ら言っていただろう。
So we're going to learn like origin of Mercurius via this guy? Like what was Ludwig in the beginning? And that will give us indicator what could be Mercurius in the beginning?
近く感じるものを知り、その真似事をしたが空虚だったと言っただろう。答えはそこに。何も難しくないものだ。親はこの服を着れない。自覚されよ。順序が逆になっている。
Okay. My answer would also be a test to this dear child of mine. I don't know why he phrased it like that. I would see if the truth I presented him would make him paint an unknown that could be my salvation. Wait, so he planned Ludwig to be Ren, basically? I mean, to be, yeah, I guess so. I would test his caliber and see if he was worthy of becoming a performer on my stage. After all, it was still rather barren, devoid of actors, and I wished to see if he was worthy of standing on it. So we could get Ludwig in Dies Irae. Earnest and eager, I madly yearned for and plead for him to be my savior.
御身は闇。あまねく夜の巫女を生んだ暗闇の父だ。メトシェライ。
Huh? Methuselah. Okay. Is that reference to something? Should I know this? Probably not, but like, is this like, I don't know, once again, some kind of like mythology like thing going on? Like in this era? Let me know. Father of darkness and all the children of the night. So he's superior basically to Bey, he means, because Bey, if you think about this, wants to be a true vampire. So basically, Bey is basically child of the night. as the vampires are, right? So, in a sense, you can think of him as like superior, if he's a father of darkness and the children of night. What a laughable, pitiful entity I was. So Mercurius was something similar? His expression, stiff with shock, was one that I already knew. How trifling, how dull, my universe was still an ever-recurring flow of eternal mercury. Please someone, anyone, annihilate this foreknowledge. Where are you, O actor of miracle? I beg of you, come and close the curtains on my journey. What did I just witness? Oh! Okay, interview with Kaziklu Bey. Oh, that's a blood sea probably. Oh, now we have a dream of Bey because we have like this like blood. Okay. Well, that sequence I did not expect it to see. And we got a drop of some weird name I cannot pronounce anymore. Menfelides. I forgot what that was. Methuselah. Something like that. I was in a daydream, a lucid one at that. It had color, sound, smell, the whole arrangement. It came out of nowhere and showed me stuff I didn't care to see. Following the events of Katyn, I'd started experiencing them pretty damn frequently. This was one of the dreams. Okay. Having Helga again.
本当にバカな女ね。しなしなかまた食べちゃってさ。
Okay.
ねえビル、あなたもそう思うでしょ？まったく呆れてうんざりしちゃうわよね。
Well, can't disagree that she annoys him, probably.
同感だが、てめえと愚痴に花を咲かせるつもりはねえよ。
We were in the blood-stained garden of roses. This red ward was the manifestation of my mindscape. Helga was grumbling on and on about Claudia, her ridicule, disgust, hatred, scorn. She felt only negative things about the nun. The two were hopelessly incompatible.
毒吐きてえなら一人で勝手にやってろよ。いちいち俺を巻き込むな。どうせてめえは俺が目の前にいようがいまいが。
だってあの女、つくづくどうしようもないじゃない。酔いすぎだし、浸りすぎだし、そもそも自分勝手だし。愛されるのは祝福で、愛することは罪深い？寝言言ってるんじゃないわよ、気持ち悪い。そういうのはね、一般に卑怯者って言われるのよ。だってそうでしょ？要するにあいつは自分一人だけ、綺麗な顔して生きたいだけ。汚れるつもりも苦しむつもりも醜いところを見せる気もない。
I mean, I think like Helga might have a point here. Like, she wants to like die satisfied, right? Like, she doesn't say like, I don't want to die, but she knows she's going to die and she just like decided to be a light, as they said in the previous episode, right? She just wants to be a light.
覚悟がない。ないのよ、ない。血を流す気がないくせに、欲しいものは取ろうとする。傷を刻みつけるだけ刻みつけて、さっさと逃げるつもりでいる。呪いがどうこう言うのなら、それこそ呪いという話でしょうよ。そんなあいつが私のビルを許せない、殺したい。でもあんなやつは欲しくない。
Yeah, imagine Claudia being trapped with you here.
邪魔ね。邪魔なのよ。バラになんかしてやるものか。消えろ消えろ。私たちの前から消えてしまえ。
だからてめえは。
And the fact that I end up dealing with the two dumb bitches who couldn't hold proper conversation. Helga's gate of Claudia was bordering on a deep-seated grudge level. I did agree with her at some point, yeah, but listening to her talk about it was my idea of good time. Hell, I even found her a bit dangerous. After all, the fact that she sternly intended to reject taking in Claudia was a huge problem for me.
ねえビル、あなたも同じ気持ちよね。
I had no choice. It was like me, and I definitely didn't want to do it, but I had to serve the hysterical bitch before me.
お前、あいつをバラにしてやらねえと言ってたな。つまり、ここに咲いてるもんが俺の奪ってきた魂なのか？
Never actually thought about that. Good point, Bay. Why it never occurred to me? Okay.
その通りよ。そして私はみんなのお世話をするのが仕事なの。お水をあげたり話しかけたり、きれいに見栄えを整えたり。とっても
Okay.
大変なんだから。あなたに喜んでもらいたくて、私はいつも。
まあ、そりゃどうも。感謝してやるから話の続きだ。
I was able to divert her attention, so I just had to keep control of the conversation before she started bubbling again. Not to mention the fact that there actually was something I wanted to ask.
こいつらはどこに行く？つまりその、
Okay,
俺に使われた後のことだ。
valid question.
消費してるのは間違いねえし、魂の増減も知覚してる。だが目で見たわけじゃねえから具体性がないんだよ。俺が使ったバラは枯れるのか、お前はそれを捨ててるのか。だとしたら一体どこに？
Okay. Claudia had talked about where souls go, and it made me curious too. Of course, I wasn't being sentimental, and it wasn't like I was planning to do anything with that knowledge, but I wondered about it, because it had never really crossed my mind before, neither did mine. There was nothing more to it, and yet...
知らない。特に興味もないし。
How do you not
で
know?
もいいことなんじゃない。
What the hell, Helga? You said like you are here like with these roses all the time and you're taking care of them and you don't know how they die? How they disappear? Like what? Come on, it's happening all the time
あなたが
around you.
求めるとき、ここでこの子たちを食べてるけど、
Oh, okay.
お腹の中がどこに通じて
Never
るか
mind.
なんてわからないわよ。
So she just ate them. Okay.
それがそんなに気になるなら、もう一度裂いてみる？
As she stuck out her chest towards me, I have it a long sigh.
いい。めんどくせえよ。さっさとしまえ。だがなるほどな。腹ん中までは知らねえか。
Okay. Stuff eaten by the normal animal would eventually get shut out, become soil and repeat. But the natural cycle didn't apply to this place. Yeah. So basically... Okay, I will just say it. Souls were a vague thing to begin with. Trying to find something certain about them seemed like a complete waste of time.
消えるのか、去っていくのか、それとも別のもんに変わるのか、あるいは帰るだけなのか。
Okay. Or maybe they get reincarnated. The fact that the nature of souls was uncertain made all those ideals as plausible as each other. And if there was another thing to say about all this,
罪深いっていうやつだな。
I wasn't buying what the church was selling. Not did I like talking about it, but if their god actually existed, and he was the one who decided where souls went, we were basically intercepting the flow. I had no idea what happened to them after we consumed them, but as long as we kept them inside ourselves, they couldn't go anywhere else. Then, if you look at it from the different perspective, it seems like a way to become a god. After all, we created small-scale worlds that deviated from the established laws. They were the places we sought, the afterlives we believed in, our better places, sanctuaries. I mean, sure. With that in mind, it seems possible that if perfected, it would crash the old god. Okay, Bay, like you're very like on the path here. I found the idea hilarious. How could I not laugh? I mean, it felt both stupid as hell and actually plausible. Mercurius being the one who set it up and Lord Hades being the one who's putting it into practice, it just didn't seem all that weird.
活動形成創造か。なるほど、確かに並べてみればそれくせえ。
Activation, formation, creation. Ah! Okay. I guess. Why this game just like making me realize like weird like little like things. We like activate our like power idea, then we form some vague image or like form the image, like we drew something, right? And then we create this, like you can like we can make this like creating something like in real world. Like activation would be like thinking about your project you want to make, then formation, you drew the project, and then creation, you create the project. It's just getting bigger and bigger. I think that's a good analogy.
だったら俺らは一人一人が小さな神か。ああ、それならお前の
Bunch of minor gods. I mean,
いないわけだ、クラウディア。
kinda. You definitely became like demigods or something when Reinhardt been using your souls. But yeah. God was inside each of us, beyond the light we were seeking, despite not being taught the idea by anyone. She had a philosophy that suited us. Okay. Oh, wait. That's the first time we have Helga's CG. I mean sprite. It's the first time, right? We didn't have her sprite before. She was only in the background. Nice. Actually, sprite of Helga.
気にすんな。お前には関係ねえ話だよ。
I like these like red eyes of like vampire. I don't know, like these are fucking cool. However, there was a certain truth that she missed. Cravings were split into transcendencies and hegemonies. Hegemonies like myself and Lord Hades expanded as we consumed other lines. We were like war in a sense, and were crushed all who did nothing but waste time on the lip service. Okay. I would never allow her to escape. I would do everything to take her. Helga was complaining again, but I didn't give two shits about it. As a hegemony, all I had to do was move forward and crush everything in my path. There was no need for me to consider what this bitch or that nun thought. Okay. Well. Oh! Okay. Waking up. Someone started calling my name. The voice drew my consciousness out of the rose garden. Oh, we're in Reinhardt Castle back. We're back. What? Okay, so we just time skipped a lot. I mean, I guess like we don't have to record all the like I don't know, like riding a train back again.
うるせえな。耳元でギャンギャンわめくなよ、腐らちび。てめえみたいなアホと違って俺にはいろいろとあるんだよ。
なんですって？どの口がそんなことを言うんですか？
Before Patrice could get into my face, Babylon stopped her.
二人とも
Okay.
それくらいにしておきなさい。じゃれていい。
Still in the casual clothes.
ルートビヒ、そういうことだからあなたも気をつけてちょうだいね。ここからはあまり私たちの心臓を鍛えないでくれ。
I wonder if Ludwig would do something if he would see Mercurius again. Because Mercurius is still here, right? Like we saw him before. What if he appears and Ludwig will see him? What this thing will trigger? What this meeting will do?
何もへつらいと言ってるわ。
Will it do anything?
まあ、君らの立場を考えた
Yeah, okay.
善処しよう。
That's not my business. Attitude made me click my tongue, while Beatrice acted troubled and Babylon heaved a sigh.
じゃあ行きましょうか。
Okay. Time to meet with Reinhardt and Mercurius, I guess. We ignored our sentiments as the door before us opened. We returned from cutting, and it was time to report to our lord what had happened. There he is.
なるほど。それが顛末か。ご苦労、バビロン、バルキュリア。
I wonder what Ludwig feels in his presence.
皆大事ないようで何よりだ。今はおのおの旅の疲れを癒すがいい。
ありがたきお言葉強烈。
We kneeled before Lord Heydrich, told him all about what happened, and received his gratitude. Around us, I saw Marius, Samuel, Spinner, Machina, all of us actually. Well, to be precise, Christoph still wasn't here, but the state of the castle was about as the same as it was before we left the Katin.
とはいえ、
For Katin.
K には不満がありそうだが、ベイ。
Yeah, we have Ludwig here.
率直に物足りないところでも
Yeah.
かね。
We all missed one info. Like, Ludwig tried to murder me in the cave.
ええ、それまあ実際はいまいち締まらねえ話だったのですっきりってわけにはいかないですね。
I wasn't enough of an idiot to act all triumphant despite having nothing to show off. That's why I answered honestly. Sure, I liked receiving prize from Lord Heydrich, but I wasn't able to feel all that much joy in that particular case.
釈然としねえし、どうにも罰が悪いですね。わかりやすいオチがついたわけじゃないもんで。
I don't think they ever, like, found out actually a source, right? Like, it was such a weird cutoff, if you think about this, because they said, like they were in this cave, searching for the source, right? Like, for catalyst to zombies, like, being like, bring back to life. They got into darkness, they found Ludwig, and get out. They never searched for anything else, anything suspicious. Ludwig said like he was searching for it too. They didn't solve anything there. Or I'm forgetting something. Can you remind me in the comments? Because I'm getting confused here. Did I forget something? I don't think they found like any kind of artifact or anything that would like, or like anomaly outside of what we know Ludwig is. But like, just like gave up and just ran back home. I'm not getting this.
ならば K は価値において何も得るものがなかったと。
いや、別にそういうわけじゃ。
I made some sort of progress with Claudia, but it was personal matter that had nothing to do with the mission. I couldn't really report something like that, so I was at a loss on what to say next. Suddenly Lord Heydrich began chuckling.
よいよい、K に恐縮は似合わんぞ注意。そもそも戦果ならば十分に持ち帰っている。
Okay.
なあ、ルートヴィヒと言った。
Okay. He appreciated Ludwig's presence. Okay. At that moment, we were all overwhelmed by the sheer tension. Everyone present felt that Lord Heydrich's voice had a quality to it that normally wasn't there. It felt like a joy and curiosity, but he was just so immense of an entity that it was hard to tell. To a normal person, a single chuckle from this man was equal to a tsunami or an avalanche. Some could even lose their very selves in it. His Majesty would not be matched by hundreds of the beasts. Because of that, I expected the man to panic or be dumbfounded, but... yeah, okay.
いかにも私はルートヴィヒ
And he's just like openly like, oh, you're Reinhardt?
そしてお前がラインハルト・ハイド
Okay, that's cool.
てめえ
So open. Samuel, Schreiber and I all slightly rose up, ready to kill him right there and then. The lack of respect in his tone made our blood boil. His impudence was so great that just about everyone in the room looked at him like they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The only exceptions were Mercurius, Lord Heydrich, and Ludwig himself. Okay, Mercurius is here as well. Then I looked around with a vexed expression and chuckled maliciously.
ガン首揃えていちいち色めき立つなよ鬱陶しい私は彼の部下ではない
I mean, fair point, if you think about this.
国軍を預かる大将閣下にならば礼を払うのもやぶさかではないがとうにその立場を捨てているのだろう
Pretty much, yeah, okay. I mean, he had valid points.
御人のはずだ
Actually valid points, okay. I like him.
故に彼も彼に従うお前たちも今は単なる一個人とその紙幣に過ぎん。
Makes sense.
この辺りの扱いが妥当であろうよ。
その通り。
You were on the verge of unleashing hell upon him, but Lord Hage stopped us.
彼の言い分は何も間違っていないものだ。今の私はただの個人で、故に部下でもないものから敬われる筋もない。彼と私は対等だ。話を続けたい。
This is huge. He just called him equal. Holy Jesus. Of course, we had no choice but to listen. Still, I groaned as I kneeled again. We more or less had learned what Ludwig was like back at cutting. That was exactly why Babylon had told him to tone it down, and I seriously didn't expect him to keep it up in this situation. Lord Hage was just such a huge entity to me that I thought no one could act so tough before him, but apparently I was wrong. I felt that this was my mistake. As I gritted my teeth in shame, Ludwig talked again, still half courteously, half rude.
で、私は何を話せばよいのかな。家賃におけることの次第は先にそちらも聞いた通り。
Okay.
私がここにいるのは彼らの顔を最低限立てようと思ったからに過ぎない。ドイツとバチカン、同盟関係の筋として私の身元が確かなものと判明するまでは付き合うべきだと考えたのだが、さて実際は正規の作戦行動でもなく一個人の紙幣運用に過ぎぬと分かった以上、
Ludwig is making so many valid good points.
確かに。では早々に帰りたいと。
I just cannot believe this conversation. What the hell?
いつ帰るか、どのようにして帰るか、そもそも帰るか帰らぬか。
Actually not. I disagree with this one.
決めるのは私の自由ということだ。
You may not think that Reinhardt is like someone in chain of command that you should obey or anything, and he's just a normal guy, but you're still on our premises, right? We can just like ask you to leave and like throw you out.
K は教皇庁に報告せねばならぬ義務があろう。
それをそちらに強いられる言われはないと言っている。
なるほどな。
Lord Hage gave a composed nod, making Samuel, who was to my side, walked out in front. She too was furious over Ludwig's attitude, but was able to hold back her anger so well that it didn't even show.
K のことは3日前に電報を受けていた。よって、
Okay,
身元の調査はもう終わっているよ。
let's learn something. Is he actually from the Vatican as he claims?
ルートビヒ・バン・ローゼンクラッツなる人物、
Okay,
教皇庁の一員として確かに存在しています。
okay.
とも席を置いているのは裏側の部署になりますが、
つまり、公的にいないものとして扱われているのはお互い様というわけだ。故に、このまま雲隠れすれば、薄暗い世界から抜け出せるやもしれないと、こちらとしても、K の古巣に報告せねばならん義理はないのでな。自由でありたいなら、好きにすればよかろう。だが K は、どのみちここを離れるつもりなどないのだろう。
ほう、なぜそう思う。
Ludwig squinted his eyes in the intrigued manner as the Lord Hage quickly gave him an answer.
K は最初から気づいていたはずだ。先の同盟云々、筋目云々は建前だろう。我々が
Yeah, okay.
でないと知りつつ、律儀にもついてき
I mean, he from the beginning knew who is Bey, right?
その目的までは知らんがね。とはいえ、望んでここにあるなら、多少の融通は聞かせてくれんか。
どのような。
The man didn't deny Lord Hage's words, which basically meant he acknowledged them. I had no doubts about that to begin with. After all, he would know that we are at the very moment we encountered him.
メルクリウスか。
I looked at the magician, who was at the edge of my vision, and muttered his name. Ludwig knew Mercury, so of course the reverse was also true. The fact that Lord Hedges saw through this facade probably had something to do with that.
大したことでもない。
Okay.
K の目から見て、家賃の会はどうであったかを聞かせてほしい。
部下の報告では満足できんということか。
別にそんなことは言っていない。ただ、一人だけ何も話さんというのは不公平だろ。私の部下に嫌々ながら連行されたというならともかく、そうでないなら構わんはずだ。要は、
Okay.
愛想の問題だよ。私は K を歓迎している。故に、客人と語らいたいと思うのだが、これは願わくば友好的でありたいものだよ。
The request of the mighty gold made the man momentarily close his eyes.
了解した。理屈は確かにその通りだな。
Ludwig gave in, shrugged and lightly nodded. The nerve to show such an attitude to Lord Hedge pissed me off. It just didn't seem sane to me. Regardless, he proceeded to tell us how he perceived the mysterious anomaly at Katin. Oh, okay.
家賃の虐殺自体については、お前たちの方が詳しいだろうから省かせてもらう。要はあの地に大量の血がばらまかれ、それに相応した屍の山が築かれていたということだ。結果、眠っていた古い神秘の目を覚ますことになる。流れた血河は大地に染み込み、
Okay.
それの心情へ到達したのだ。結ばれた下と上のつながりは、以降月が満ちる夜に雨が降ることで駆動するように。
Yeah, we learned that already.
ここまで。
Yeah.
バビロンたちと全く同じ見解だな。では、ルートビヒ。K は、その術式とやらをどう捉える？ありていに、何が目的だったと思うね。
単なる栄養補給だろう。つまり、家賃の怪異とは、
Oh.
吸血鬼だ。
Interesting. I mean, he is like a vampire hunter or something, right? He talked about like his being like he basically exists to hunt vampires, right? That's what he basically said in the conversation with Mercurius before. Interesting. Anomalous vampire. So, did he assume that the anomaly been Bay because he's so Bay? That's why he attacked him. He was like, "Oh, Bay, like I know this guy. He's a vampire. He's probably doing this." Something like that. Maybe. I don't know, but huh. Ludwig spoke his conclusion as if it were absolute.
ほう。吸血鬼。
Lord Hedgich and the rest began looking at me. It felt weird, but I had nothing to say about it. After all, the anomaly was indeed much like a vampire from the legend.
K は吸血鬼の存在を信じているのか？
空想上の怪物的なという意味ならいいな。
Okay, makes sense.
コウモリの化け物だの。神を呪って罰せられた騎士だのと、おめでたいロマンを口にするつもりは毛頭ない。だがそうした概念がある以上、真似るものは出るのだよ。血を吸って死者を刺激し、ネズミ山式に膨れ上がりながら飽食するというような、それはもう吸血鬼としか言えんだろう。
I wonder if this is going to piss off Bay, because Bay cannot like make corpses and make them command, and this is the definition of vampire for him. So is he not even like recognizing Bay as the vampire really?
とかくこの世にはそういう二次的に発生する。
Yep. Okay. This is targeted for Bay. This is targeted at Bay. He chuckled. Ludwig words were definitely targeted at me. Yep.
控えろ、ベイ。言ったはずだぞ。私は彼と話がしたい。己と相入れぬ意見こそ、むしろ傾聴するべきだ。それに、K がもどきなら、 私もまたそうであろうよ。
Wow. Why Reinhardt is so good? Like, ah.
血と魂の違いはあるがね。彼の理屈にのっとれば、この身も吸血鬼めいているのは否定。
And you do create an army. Lightly shaking his shoulders, Lord had chuckled. I had no idea how well Ludwig knew us, but it was clear that nothing about us was fazing him.
それで、続きを聞きたいな。家賃の吸血鬼はなぜこつ
Yeah.
消えたの？
Like, they didn't even like search for anything.
目的は栄養補給だと K は言った。であれば、最終的に復活を目指していたはずだろう。
Okay.
それは果たされなかった。地下の原室には塵と化していくムクロがあった。
Oh, that... Right, there was a sarcophagus or something. Huh. So I actually forgot about that. Or I'm just like making stuff up now. That didn't been showed. I'll just read. Okay, sorry.
はい。この目で確認
I shouldn't try to recall events I don't remember.
私たちは特に何をしたというわけでもなかったのですが。
そう。故に奇妙だ。ベイに言わせれば、
Yeah.
わかりにくいオチとなる。
So Ludwig being the one who actually killed that like vampire.
K は一体どう思うね。
As everyone looked at him, Ludwig lightly hung his head and sighed.
私も知らん。
Okay.
だが、強いて何か言えというなら、
Okay.
仮説らしきものは立てられる。
He raised his face and looked Mercurius, who was wearing a thin smile. Jesus, why are you smiling? They seemed to have a moment of eye contact, but then Ludwig looked back at the Lord Heydrich.
二人でも見たのではないか。古来吸血鬼を払うものといえばそれだろう。私でもお前の部下でもなく、あの時あの場には光が。
Okay, so he's talking about Claudia, I guess, because she's talking like, I want to be a light, basically. So, what, like she's too pure for vampires to be around her?
じゃあ、
Is this another attack for Bey? Like you cannot claim her because she's hurting you.
クラウディアだって言いてえのか。
Jesus, Bey. Yeah. My voice was hoarse, but I just couldn't believe what he implied. That was ordinary person. No miracle could have granted her power to rend magical darkness. Yep, pretty much. I halted him to stop spouting bullshit, but the shithead just took his head, like annoyed as hell. I mean, she's a nun and she's like very like highly religious, right, and stuff. So maybe this is like a concept of like, I don't know, like actually like some kind of like God's protection, basically. I mean, Mercurius is God here, but whatever. You know, like she's pure and stuff, and like she's just like her presence and touch maybe purifies vampires, something. I felt like there was even a bit. I felt like there was even a bit of pity in his eyes.
お前に彼女の何がわかるつもりなのだ。
Okay. And how do you know? Do you know her somehow? Did you met with her? That's why she gave you like a nickname?
所詮単なる対義語でしかないのだろう。ああ、だから永遠に明けない闇を望んでいるのか。
てめえ
That was when I snapped. I exploded like gunpowder and stood up. But there was another explosion at the same time. One of laughter. I don't know. I don't know if I like Mercurius or Reinhardt more. I don't know how I'm going to tier list these guys after I'm done with Dies Irae. I think they will have their own separate tier. I don't know. That source was Mercurius. With his arms on his stomach, he twisted his body and laughed, as if maddened. The sight filled me with an indefinable repugnance and sent chills down my spine. And I was sure I wasn't the only one who felt that way. We all stared at the Mercurial Magician in absolute silence. Not even Ludwig and Lord Heydrich were an exception to that. Yeah, everyone gangsta until God starts laughing. After a needlessly long bout of laughter, Mercurius began talking.
結構清らかな乙女の祈りが闇を払うと。
Yeah, that sounds like that.
こそ実にロマンあふれることで素晴らしいよ。喝采しよう。
Why you laugh at this though? I mean, it's perfect valid point. I mean, that's kind of weird, but because I don't think like that kind of power exists here in Dies Irae. Maybe it does. She's special, but yeah. There's a glitch in the back screen. Look at that. There's a line. See that?
存外と真理はそういうものであろうしな。私も賛成するにためらいはない。
Okay.
男なら誰しも女神に抱かれて眠りたいと願うものな。
And now talking about Mari. Wow. Jesus. Oh my god. What is this background? Oh, it's a snake. Okay. I cannot even see my mouse there. Okay. He resumed laughing. The sound echoed through the hall despite the loudness. There was no excitement in it, making it feel heavy enough to stick the burden of the very soul. The density and the depths of the emotion hidden within him were abnormal. I had no idea what incurred the reaction, but he was actually showing a hint of his true self. For all I knew, this might have had something to do with his craving. I was barely able to bear just thinking about this. The moment I was on the verge of picking my guts out, Lord Hedge ended it all. Wow. Wow. Reinhardt, you goat. Jesus. Why these two are so good? He lightly waved his hand in a slight exasperated manner, restoring the mood to what it was before the laughter. Everyone heaved a sigh of relief, as if they'd momentarily forgotten how to breathe. Wow. Why not end it here? What do you mean? Oh, finish the gathering, okay, so yeah, let them go because our presence is just like shattering their souls. Okay. He nodded, looked us all over and began concluding the gathering. Okay. There was nothing to argue against her. We all nodded, regained control of our emotions, and followed his order. The conclusion felt a bit forced. But anyway, that was the end of our meeting. With this, the case of the anomaly at Gaten was settled. Personally, I wasn't sure if I could believe that. Or perhaps I just didn't want to. Things wasn't clear as I preferred it to be, as I could feel like I was released of it just yet. And also I think like Ludwig is just like bullshitting us with like Claudia because I mean Claudia is just a human, right? And like I don't think even if she's like pure maiden stuff thing going on, like she could like kill vampire or something like that, you know? Like come on, she's like next to Bey like all the time. I mean maybe because Bey is not like real vampire, maybe that's the case. But anyway, I think like he just like made this up basically and made it very convincing because it kind of makes sense, right? Like, holy maiden, holy like person, nun devoted to praying, just like banished the vampire. I mean, sure. But he's probably the one that actually killed the vampire in the cave. That's what I think. Things wasn't clear as I preferred them to be, so I couldn't feel like I was released of it just yet. Okay. Yeah, you know him. As I was leaving, I saw Ludwig, who was still in the hall talking to Mercurius. Methuselah, whatever the name. Why? The man didn't hesitate to reply. Lord Heinrich, however, merely looked down at the two freaks with a golden smile on his visage. Okay. Oh, that's been intense. Oh. It's been stressful. Yeah. So, next episode we're going to start with Rusauka. Cool. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for being with me. It's been extremely like stressful gathering, I would say. I'm very curious about Ludwig now. I'm more curious than before. Mercurius and Reinhardt, why are you both so good? I don't know which one I like better. Anyway, let me know in the comments what do you think. Do you like actually Mercurius or Reinhardt more in the series? Let me know. I wonder which one is your favorite character. Maybe you're like me and you cannot decide. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next one. Leave a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member if you would like to support me and see this episode till here. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch is going out.